Hi, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Vantage webinars. Okay. All right, guys. So today is all about breaking news and setup. Again, if you have any instrument you want me to have a look for you guys, just send in a request. All right. It's not a focus or I will focusing at the majors, crypto and indices. Okay. All right, so before I start the webinar, disclaimer first, all right? Everything in this video is purely educational in nature, okay? Nothing should be considered as an investment recommendation, any kind of advices, okay? And risk warning, trading forex and safety carries significant risk and is not suitable for investor. Introducing your host today, my name is Peggy. I'm investment analyst and a prop trader. Okay, so before we look at the chart, let's look at the economic current news for entire week. So September 2nd, at 11 a.m. there's Aussie dollars. I think the news is already out, right? Or let me see. Reserve Bank of Australia. Okay, there's no news here. So I think we might need to go and look for the info later. Okay. Let me see the history in September 2nd. Okay, we're gonna look at this later. Okay, but go back. Oops. Okay, right here. Okay, September 23rd. It's early in the morning, 7:30. We have a Euro coming up. PMI 8:30 a.m. Another GBP for fresh manufacturing PMI, and another PMI as well at 11:45 p.m. for US dollars. And we also have Powell speech at 4:35 p.m. Okay. So we consider the high impact noodle will be affecting goals, which is tomorrow, 23rd. Okay. And September 24th, we have Aussie dollar coming up at 11:30 for the CPI. Okay, September 25th, 7:30 CHF, and 12:30 p.m. we have GDP and employment claim will be affecting anything that pair with US dollars. September 26th, which is Friday, 12:30, we have a GDP for Canadian and US dollar. We have core PCE. So what I can see here, we know that gold has made the all-time high already. This I think just now before the London market open is what at like 3720. We are 37 like 19 plus they just say 320. Okay, and I think tomorrow either we're gonna see the gold fly high or we're gonna see dropping crazy. I think gonna be like tomorrow. Depend on the Powell gonna like say something like tomorrow. So gonna take note of that. All right. Now let we look at our chart together. All right, guys. Hi, everyone. Hello. If you guys join via Zoom as well, okay. Let me know if you want me to look for any key level. All right. Okay. Go ahead, make all-time high, which I just mentioned. I'm gonna have a quick look on the dollar first. Okay. Dollar, we know that the dollar is already see the very strong bearish move, right? This is a dollar. That's why that may be the reason because dollar is falling and we looking at the correlation. EURUSD gold will be rising, right? You can be very strong falling off here. I would say this is gonna be the first support for the dollar, meaning that from this level, we might gonna see either EURUSD and gold will be kind of pull back, right? You can see that's about 23.6% and 61.8% gonna be at the, I pick this my second support. Okay, meaning that I will just leave 23 and 61. 23 and 50% fit. Okay, you see here, dollar is still falling very strongly based on H4 time frame, right? You look at the H1 as well. Kind of we have the like kind of price action over here. Okay. And now gold has already kind of rising back up again. Okay, so we're gonna look at gold later. You can see that like they are kind of make it go higher. So the next level is gonna be here for the dollar. I think now the investor they just selling off the dollar and go and buy gold, safe haven. Even though you see that BTC also is also selling off. A lot of investors also selling off the BTC. I think now the money is just go to where safe haven, which is at gold, right? Gold has already make all-time high again. Okay. We're gonna see gold right now. You see here, right? Vantage 4 time frame, gold had already, you can see that based on the body, had closed. You're gonna see here, all-time high was, sorry here, 137. So if you want to sell, I would say it's quite risky. You really want to sell based on the current pair right now. It is only you need to put a stop loss above where 137, right? Let's say we're gonna put the extension on here. I only can use the extension with 127 and 161.8. That's gonna be like next resistance level 126, 128. These are the next resistance level I can find based on gold. If not, we just gonna put the all-time high, which is 127. Sorry, 2719. Okay, we're gonna hit, this is the all-time high, ATH, right? It used to be ATH, but not for today yet. So we don't know whether price gonna really like break above this ATH right now, right? The top. These are ATH at about 11319.92. If they're gonna break a all-time high right now, the next resistance gonna be I'm gonna use the extension. Or we only can use the extension, right? We can't really use anything right now because on our left there's nothing. Okay. Or maybe I put here, then it's like it based on this E price break above the all-time high. I can use the extension, the next potential 27 and 26. Okay, that is all the level I can find based on the extension on the M15. E price broken or close above the ATH right now. That's the only zone I can find based on the extension. Okay, that's a question. Sorry for being late. Okay, don't worry. No, something was wrong with Zoom as well because I actually launched early, but I don't know why I cannot access Zoom. So I need to close and like re-log in again. Okay, but don't worry. So like I mentioned, if you want to sell, this gonna be based on the week. Okay, put the stop loss where? 127, another 45, 126. Okay. I'm not sure, but there is no news today. But what I can see that those like investor they selling off BTC, selling off the dollar. Wow, is this like the news right now, guys? Is this a like news like outside of the calendars or any like website? I need to take note of this because based on the dollar, it really strong selling off. Yeah? Or maybe because of resistance level? I'm not sure. EU, okay. EU was here. We already buy the EU here, right? Nina, you're here, right? Do you already make a profit for the EURUSD? You could aim for this one for the TP1. If you aim here, almost hit the TP1 already, right? Because this what our support level, remember, is 35 pip. Okay, really strongly here right now. Okay, do you still keep your entry for the EURUSD? Okay, so maybe it might break because the dollar is falling really strongly right now. Okay, we already buy option here the OB in H1, right, guys? So go to H4. So this is first support. Okay, TP1, TP2 done for scalping. Okay, I will say this hit another TP. We just said this the first resistance level. Okay. This is a second resistance. Right? 23 and 50% fib. So this is a key level for the EURUSD. Okay. Second support. Right here. Right? So if you want to sell here, what you need to do, you need to wait for confirmation for the first resistance level. Okay. It's approaching the support level. This is approaching the resistance level. So this is a key level, all right, for the EURUSD. GBP, let's look at the GBP first, and then after I'm gonna go back to gold again. Pull back for resistance. Second resistance here. And we're gonna look at the BTC together later, okay? Second resistance level. So from here, we buy up, right? And here is our first support, remember? Right? You see that right hand wave market struggle chip kind of pull back to the overlap right here. And then rising, right? Pull back to the overlap. Okay, and continue to rise higher. So next resistance is right here. Same, 23 and 61.8% fib. That's about GU. Okay. Let's just look all for the major. For the USD CAD, I think it's like sideways. It's like sideways within these zones. So basically USD CHF is look at market structure. It's not very nice for us to trade based on you see that from here to here. It was sideways. Okay. The body, right? H4, you can see that just sideways, first is like break below, now it's rising back up again. So if you just look really closely right here, I will pick this the first support, right? This is the first resistance. Then this is the second support. If I break above this swing high, the recent high, we need to use the extension, right? They're gonna be where 127, 161.8. So you would say that first resistance right here, then second resistance is right here. Okay, so price could here, you might see a pullback and continue, or maybe just all the way right here. But we see that falling really strong, okay, for the dollar. That's why USD essential. USD JPY also falling from the key resistance. UCAD as well. Okay, for the UCAD right now, price is at the bearish OB, meaning that we sell, right? You're gonna sell. I would say this is my first resistance level. But if you're gonna see the OB and combine with the Fibonacci, with the key level, it's gonna be the zones. This is the first support, right? This is the second support, which is, you can say that this is multi-swing high. So you're gonna look here, price was reacted off from almost 70.6%, but it's about missed by a few pips. Okay, so it's not gonna look like the zigzag like that, right? So meaning that if I break the second support, then the next support level is right here. But I can tell you that for the USD CAD, okay, price was ranging, not ranging. Actually, they make the lower low equal low, lower low, low high equal low, and maybe they respect here gonna make a lower low and lower high. They might continue like that, but it's just that at 1.3732, right? You can see that one time, two time, three time, price gonna close below, right? You can see the price gonna close below. So is it very hard to say gonna break below, but I can say it's a sideways, okay, on a higher time frame, which is in like you can see that in D1 within like this level, okay, this level. If D1 closing with Boolean gap from this support, it's gonna be demand zone as well. So you need to take note of the zones. Okay, guys, any question? You want to ask me anything? Nobody? Anybody hold any position, you can share with me as well. Okay, I'm gonna look for the entry for you. Okay, these are UCAT. All right. Oof. Okay. You see CHF as well. You can see it's falling very strongly. You can see that. You're gonna look at market structure, right? We've seen here BOS. This is also BOS. This is also BOS. Way of structure. If price break above this high, then you go change the momentum market structure, right? But now price still make a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Maybe continue to go lower, meaning that if they can close below this, then this is going to be your break of structures, right? So if price make a all like higher high, break above this high, then it's going to be market structure shift, going to be pullback and then continue go higher. Okay, is it clear? Right? So now it's still falling. Follow the dollar because dollar is selling off right now. Okay. I'll cut the support level here. This is the first resistance. So basically we can say that they are sideways, so you need to monitor. Okay. right? You can see that it's still bearish or within the channel. By right, the channel was somewhere around here, right? And the break below, the 4 breakout. Okay, that's this one. Remove trend line. USD also is sideways. It's sideways. Okay, it was sideways right now. If you really want to find the level, this is the first support. Green. I would say this is the first resistance. That's the zone I can find. Okay, so the time if the market is not very clear, I'm not gonna force myself and identify the zones. So this is the second support. Okay, so we're gonna look something like that. Okay, so this is a key level. You just take note of this level. If price really go above first resistance, the next resistance gonna be here. All right, take note of this. Give it dollars. Let me look on a higher time frame. Still on a bearish trend. Key level is right here for the first support. The next resistance right here. Okay. First resistance, second resistance. This level you need to monitor if price can pass or break above this level. This is gonna be the pullback resistance, which is you need to monitor. Okay. This is the key level. D1. When you look in D1, you will see that in D1 time frame, price make a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? You go high. From here, not consider that it's because the body haven't closed above the wick. If it's on the body, yes, we might consider it close. But then I will just put like the zones. They to respect the zones, okay? Meaning that the body has to close above the wick. All right, guys. Okay. Now, okay, they go back to the all-time high, which is they want to they try to go like back up at 70, 20 again. Now, it is gonna look like, are they going to make the M pattern here and falling and be back here and continue? Or they just continue to make all-time high again? I'm not sure. We might have to either wait at the New York section, okay, or maybe New York gonna selling off first. I'm not sure anything possible because right now it's all-time high at this level. If really H1 have the rejection and then closing with kind of, make the like a M pattern or equal high right here, and then we can see that go my kind of M pattern, it can close below 3709 or 3710. We're gonna see the kind of pullback and then falling possible. So now we need to wait for M5 to close. Okay, we see the M5 to close. Maybe if the body can close below, and we may continue to the, okay, they're gonna make an equal high and then falling. So we want to see that price action here at the all-time high. So anybody sell at 3719 or 3720, okay, it might gonna look something like that, but I'm not sure because we need to wait for the M5 to close. M5 another less than 1 minute. Okay, right, this is right. We want to see the price action. Okay, and then it might continue, if closing price action might continue to look like this. Okay, we want to see something like that on the M5s. Less than 10 seconds. Let's look at the M1. Okay, look pretty okay, right? If M4 second 10 1 oh, okay, lovely. The body still closed below, right? Now it's rising back up again. Quite risky. Gonna see whether gold gonna make an all-time high, right, guys? Let's say now I can use the extension, meaning that it probably make an all-time high, the next potential. I'm gonna base on this extension. Okay. So you want to sell based on the all-time high, so it's up to you. We'll just say here. If we sell, it probably make all-time high, then you just hit the stop loss. Okay. If not, you have to wait for price to pull back, but it's really risky for me. If I'm saying that, okay, you can wait for price to pull back here, it used to be our all-time high at 3707 or 7, right? About that. But you can see this did not really pull back to this zone and then rising. So it's very risky right now, even to buy here. So if you want to buy at 3707, if you can see the rejection, I think you can buy. Okay, but if price cannot close above, I mean right here at 3720, and then I think it's gonna be sideways between this level. It's gonna be the sideways. It's gonna be the sideways. I'm not sure you're gonna go above the all-time high. What we want to see, can wait another M5 to close, right? This is M15. It might make an all-time high again. It's very hard to say that, right? So I mean, you see that gold is very hard to trade. What you can do, we can trade another pair, right? It was here 3680 today. Today at 10:45 they pull back, and after that they break above the all-time high here and then pull back 98, another 100 pip, and rising so strong and break the all-time high at this level. I don't have the zone for you. I need to wait until the New York section is not New York, yeah, New York section, unless you want to buy, yeah, stop loss put above or the extension level. Okay, that's all I can find the level right now. Of course, in the bigger picture, it's still on the very strong bullish move. Okay, for the goal based on the higher time frame, guys. This is monthly time frame. Okay, this is on a monthly time frame. What this 96 is break above already. 3696. Based on this extension, 3738. So meaning that I think go gonna make all-time high by tonight or tomorrow, or we can see the pullback. So by right, if I want to look at gold right here, really strong bullish move, only one pullback, and keep buying. Okay, there should have one time that go like, you know, falling, but I'm not sure when. I'm also not sure whether we're gonna see gold falling to 3,005 again or not. May not, right? Because you can see that 3,005 pull back at 35110 and continue to go rise, go higher. 3,005, I'm not so sure now that we're gonna see. So what we want to see now for gold, they already make you can see that BOS, right, in H4. BOS from in the week, also BOS. Okay, bay of structures either here the still all-time high. If they're gonna, it's they need to pull back before they continue to rise, right? You can see the break all-time high maybe there. You can see that a pullback. If this gonna be all-time high, you need to pull back. Correct. You're gonna see from here. It's gonna be like 3727, or from here. Oof. 3727. Still buy. I think it's just that the psychological number at 20, like 37120, and now in H1 you have a demand zone here, so meaning high chance, okay, they're going to break 127. It's testing many times right now based on lower time frame. Okay, go back up again. You can see that M5 try to break and then make a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then they try to break or make an all-time high again. Okay, so now M15 as well. The body is still close below, but because the candle is about like 7 minutes or 8 minutes, right? To me, it feel like they really want to make the all-time high, or maybe go to like here. Maybe they buy first and then New York come and maybe sell off first. I'm not sure. Or they might gonna make an all-time high because based on D1, last week price closing very strong, bullish move, right? And weekly as well, strong, bullish move. So keep buying. Okay. Since when? August. August, every week. No red candle for the weekly time frame, guys. Imagine if we keep buying gold, right? Wow, if you buy since 3503, We already millionaire. Alright. 210 pip or 200 or 21,000 point. Very strong. Okay. Or now. Okay, guys. So now you can request any pair you want me to look for you. Anyone. Like I mentioned, if you want to sell, because all time high is the sell for you, but if you can take risk, you go ahead. Okay. If they can break, I only can use the extension for the M15 because it's a all-time high right now, right? These are ATH already. Okay, these are OTH, not ATM, ATH. Right here, we see all-time high. Okay, guys. Okay, now they're testing the all-time high again. You can see the rejection. Okay. This is the M5. It's sideways. It start to get sideways right now. This is M1, right? Is it M1? Anybody sell? Anybody buy? You guys can share with me. Okay. I'm gonna leave it like that. We're gonna come back before we end the webinar. Okay, let me look at DJ Dow Jones. D1 for our Dow Jones. Oh, this one also like make an all-time high. And you can use the extension. Here, first resistance. Okay, guys. So haven't reached the first resistance between here. You can see that. You just look here. Right? Really strong. Trend line. Bullish trend line. Okay. The next key level is here. That's the first resistance level. Price have break above. So this is your first resistance level, right? Very nice. Overlap. Break above, pull back. The target is here. No entry right now. Okay, then you say, oh, you no entry. How? What? You want to buy based on pullback? You can buy it pullback at this OB only. But this is already on peak, right? Look at the RSI indicator. So this is the only zone you can buy, or the next one. I would see this first support. I would say that okay, this is a first support, this is again support. And we have the OB somewhere around here. So you may consider if you want to, okay, somewhere around this zone. And then you just target for the swing, okay? This is first resistance level for the swing. Okay, guys? Meaning that it pull back, you want to buy. Okay? Germany, look at Germany 30, Germany 40 or that. It was just all-time high, right? D1, it needs to break this level. Basically, that weekly is sideways. It's sideways for so long. So basically, we're not gonna buy or sell based on the Germany 40. You can see that it was sideways, so we're not gonna do anything. But this just you just have to take note of the first resistance and the first support. That's all. Okay, we are ranging in G1. If you want to ask me to find a key level, I can only put first resistance. That is again resistance. Okay. For support here, if price can break below, okay, I would see, we could see here falling to this support, which is there was a gap. Right, there was a gap here. Right, 23.6, 50% was a gap right here. This is the key level. Okay. Now go back to the BTC again. On a higher time frame BTC, right? You will say that BTC have a divergence here for the monthly. Remember, and we say that price cannot close above 115 for the body. Close above. Support level, it can close below. I mean, the body can close below this. This one gonna be the, if close below, pull back, you sell. Okay. Remember, if the body close below 102.664, you wait for the pullback and you sell. And this is the divergence here. Okay. Meaning that there's so many right here. There's a divergence, right? You see, at least to complete the divergence somewhere around here, the next support level. Okay. Right. This is just the demand. This is going to be the pullback resistance. You may consider to sell if you see the pullback to the zones. Right. Okay, you can wait for the pullback. This is the next resistance. Doesn't mean ask you to buy. Buy is also up to you if you want to buy from this level. If you say that you're gonna buy here and then sell here, you can make up your mind. Okay, you can make up your mind. Okay. I'm gonna finish up with the last one for gold for tonight. So you just make up your mind. Okay, gold has make all-time high all the way to 3722. Okay, now I'm gonna remove this one. I'm gonna remove this one, right? Based on the X now, I can't. Let's just say for resistance 3730, and another one, another right there. Okay, based on the M15, remember, if price make all-time high here, based on this high, the body really close above. Okay, I think they're gonna really already gonna close above 23, right? 23. If they're gonna make a divergence. If you see that they make the divergence or somewhere around here, you may consider to sell. If not, wait for the pullback. I kind of still wait for price to pull back at, like, you know, this 3706, but price already rising so strong, so I have no idea. Unless if I see the, you know, divergence somewhere around here, and I'm gonna sell based on the, you know, divergence in, yeah. All right, guys. Last question before end of webinars. No news today. Okay, just need to wait for the New York section. Okay, how is the New York market gonna react to gold? I have no idea. Okay, I don't know also why dollar is falling. The thing I just mentioned, maybe because of their buy first. Okay, they buy first because gonna wait to see how Powell gonna say tomorrow. So they buy, go first, sell off dollar, everybody also sell off BTC, everybody go buy safe haven, which is gold, right? That's why it's so strong. Usually Monday is like quiet, right? But today Monday is very active since the Asian section. You can see that. Make an all-time high, pull back, just pull back a little bit and make another all-time high again. Now, here is a ATH. Okay. If this is gonna be ATH and then mega, this gonna be the divergence here. We don't know, right? What we want to know, how look at the M5. Okay. I don't buy, I don't sell and I don't buy, guys, because it's very hard to trade gold. I will just let it run first. Okay, we can just trade other pair, right? You look GBP, EU. Wow, 41 pip from the support level, right? This one as well, almost hit from the support level with price action 42. All right, guys. Okay, so this is should be all for today. Take notes of gold, already go all-time high. You might see the pullback. You need to decide whether you want to sell or not. Okay, I have no idea. I don't want to buy or sell right now. I think I'm gonna wait until the New York market later and I'm gonna decide. All right, because it really hard, because if you want to buy now already at all time, if you want to sell, price continue like, make a high, so it be hard for me to see. Maybe I wait until tomorrow, unless if they're gonna make the divergence like that. If they can come here, if they can really break below, then I'm gonna sell. So the key is that if I can go below 3707, I may consider to sell. Wait for the pullback or sell. If this is gonna be the bearish divergence. Okay. All right, guys, that should be all for today. All right, thank you so much for your time. I will catch up with you again on this Wednesday for education session. All right, bye for now. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Bye, guys.